Chopped men, y'all. Apparently, we're in an epidemic of chopped men. Now, this was apparently an issue or something that was sparked on TikTok, and I really wouldn't give much of a hoot of it, but it started to spill over on YouTube, and because of that, it has earned my Eye of Sauron.
Alright, what's up guys? Recently my TikTok has been filled with people talking about the chopped man epidemic, and you know, I am a man who's also chopped, so I figured why not talk about it. Now if you're actually employed and don't know what I'm talking about...
Does it count if you were employed and recently got laid off?
Basically, this girl right here, Stella, made a video talking about the quote-unquote chopped man epidemic. And pretty much in the video, she stated how the majority of men nowadays are unattractive and we are currently in a baddie shortage. And that whenever she sees an attractive man nowadays, she gets excited because of how rare it is.
So as we're all very much aware, we are living through a chopped man epidemic. And there's a big shortage of baddies. It's gone so bad to the point that, like, if I see an attractive man, it genuinely makes my day. I was walking on the sidewalk earlier and I saw a cute guy in his car, so I waved to him and he smiled back at me. And obviously he drove away after that. But I was like, oh my god, a cute guy? This was at 6:50 p.m. It's 7:17 and I'm still like, oh my god. And I feel like this is gonna power me through my evening. Like, wow, I actually saw an attractive man today. Like, diamond in the rough, needle in the haystack, seriously.
So, yeah, as you can see, this girl is very confident in her opinion. Now, despite what she said being completely inaccurate and totally subjective, she looks like this, so, you know,
Yikes, that was a lot there. But she could be in a chopped man epidemic for all I know, and I would say that's valid of her to point out if it's something for her to point out. I definitely would say it takes a lot for me to notice something to point out, for I hold the title of the king of your average dumbass. My ability to pay attention and be aware of things is next to zero. So, like, you know, you could tell me the sky was purple and I wouldn't notice until 3 weeks later. You know, so yeah, my mental capacities is on, you know, a strict business day schedule, so I'm not gonna falter for that. What gets me, however, is just the sheer audacity, the cojones, the iron testicles that you have to come out here in the world with and stick your chest out and just say we're in a chopped man epidemic without at least having looked in the mirror 3 times over, you know? And I'm not saying she's ugly or unattractive. I'm not. But I'm saying compared to my queen, Frogan, she's got a lot to be desired. And I also want to make it known right here and now that I am the #1 Frogan simp. I stand it. I stand behind my queen. I stand behind my queen like Hassan stands behind terrorists, you know, 10 toes down all the way. So, like, you know, whoever is out here making the Frogan fat allegations, whoever's making Frogan is a planet allegations, you know, just letting you know, I'm on to you. I'm watching you. And I'm probably subscribed, but I'm watching you.
Obviously, people are gonna have an issue with this. Now, I'm not gonna come on here and roast the girl. The comments already deep fried the shit out of her. And you know, I don't want to add on to that because that would be very mean and immature.
No.
Holy shit, you fucking killed her, dude. Oh my gosh, I have not heard that meme format in forever. Oh my god. I can't.
Now, when it comes to my personal opinions on whether or not we're in a chopped man epidemic, No, I don't think we can prove that. Beauty and attractiveness is quite literally the most subjective thing on the planet. Like, scientifically, there's not a single thing on this planet that fluctuates so much based on someone's personal opinion. Like, when you find someone attractive, that is based on your personal opinion and your opinion only, okay? There are probably people out there who find this girl attractive.
That's not a ridiculous thing to say. Some dudes really might find her attractive, and what she said might have been really valid, you know? But I just want to ask her, did you happen to forget to put on your makeup this morning before you decided to record that video? Also, still not as attractive as my queen Frogan.
So for you to come on TikTok and say that all the men that you happen to come across don't fit your personal standards, which means that all men are just fucking chopped, that is just a logical fallacy. That is a very unintelligent thing to say, especially when you take into consideration all the other factors that come into play. Like, for example, this girl could work at a fucking retirement home, okay? If your job is to change an 80-year-old's diaper like twice a day, obviously you're not going to come across that many attractive men unless they work with you. But I can guarantee you, if you go to Arizona State and walk on campus for like 5 minutes, your opinion will be much different, all right? You could go to fucking, I don't know, got Equinox in LA, all right? Look at all the dudes who work out at Equinox LA. I can guarantee you, your opinion of chopped men will change drastically. So based off this,
I like how he keeps putting her image on the screen when referring to her and talking about all these other topics as if we haven't already seen what she looks like enough times. Like, he says he doesn't want to roast her too badly. And I agree, the comments have already done an excellent job, and I really don't think there's anything else we can say other than the Lord really said, skill issue. But no, being for real, if this is the dating pool, or if this is the way girls are out here acting and they're only like a 6 or 7 at best, and I personally consider myself chopped, then like, wallahi, I'm cooked. What am I gonna do? And like, honestly, and also this opens like, this is honestly a really interesting, I guess, topic or dynamic to bring, because it's like, where does she get this confidence from? Where does she get it from? Because me personally, I get all my confidence from the 3 compliments that I've gotten from girls, you know, growing up, and all of them came from high school, you know, and basically it's just all the same thing I've gotten was just, oh, I think you're cute. Oh, you're cute. Oh yeah, you're pretty cute. And then I'm just like, well, thanks, you know, I guess that's something. But but some guys, they don't get complimented at all, you know, and I hear it so many times, and I guess it's probably still a thing to this day, but like, so many dudes just don't even get compliments. So like, hell, I feel like I might be lucky that I even got complimented at all from someone of the opposite gender. So I'm just like, let me just count my lucky stars then and quit while I'm ahead, cause oy vey, I just don't know where to go from there, other than I really just think that's a highly unintelligent thing to say. Like, beauty is just way too damn subjective, and if you think you're in a chopped anything epidemic, then I think you really just gotta start looking inwards and asking yourself, okay, maybe it's just me. Because out of all the hundreds and millions of people in this goddamn world, and you try to say all men are chopped, then like, I think that just might be a personal problem, or either you're in a too high of a ranked lobby and you need to, like, you know, go down a peg, you know, you need to be deranked.
But yeah, pretty much that is like the first chapter to the story when it comes to the chopped man epidemic. Basically, this girl made a video saying that all men are chopped, and the comments were like, yo, if anyone is going to be saying this, it should not be you. You cannot talk. Which then leads on to the second chapter of the chopped man epidemic, the retaliation. Basically, after this girl got absolutely ripped to shreds in her comment section, a lot of other girls who I guess agreed with her came to her defense.
So, as you just heard, apparently she attracted her own orbiters, like Hassan, somehow. So, hopefully the attractors that came to her defense are slightly more attractive looking, so I can simp for them as well and hold them up on a pedestal like my absolute queen, Frogan. But essentially, I'm just kind of baffled, like, why do you need to jump in and defend her, you know? Why are you hopping in and opening your mouth to defend someone who can, you know, defend themselves, right? You know, she said it. She made the statement. She puffed her chest out and she said, we are in a chopped man epidemic and I'm standing 10 toes on that. So I'm just like, why do we need all these other women to jump into the fray to defend her when she has her own mouth? She has her own pair of titties that she put out here. This is the big 2025. What are we doing? Why are we still defending ladies? She is strong. She is independent. She knows what she is in. Why are we defending her? We need to shame these women for taking away from Stella's strong and independent way of thinking. This idea of we need sisters to defend her because somehow she can't defend herself. Like, what are we doing?
Kind of been like a little coalition formed, okay? I like to call them the 4 horsemen of being chopped. And it's just a bunch of really unattractive women defending this girl. And basically the gist of what they are saying is that this girl is actually very beautiful. And the reason that people are making fun of her in her comments is because the chopped men she is talking about are offended and people are addicted to porn. So they're only attracted to the very hot models that you see on Pornhub and shit.
The craziest thing about the war going on against the chopped man epidemic girl is that she's actually quite beautiful. She's actually quite beautiful. Like, actually, dare I say, more than conventionally attractive.
Hold on. Did y'all see that? Peep this right quick.
The craziest thing about the war going on against the chopped man epidemic girl is that she's actually quite beautiful.
Did that name really just say what I think it just said? Man, I swear, they just keep proving my point. You just can't trust them. I don't know if she's really on her side or not, especially with a name like this. Thotty Mommy? You're really trying to say you ain't trying to get someone's attention with a name like that? Because, like, what do we know thoughts for? Like, I mean, I'm just saying. So, look out, guys. We got Lord Voldemort here as one of the horsemen of chopped.
So, yeah, according to this girl, this woman is more than conventionally attractive. And the reason all the comments are saying otherwise is because we're addicted to porn. No. And I know you guys probably expected me to come on here and just absolutely dig into this girl, especially after what she said. But in my personal opinion, I think that this girl is a very average looking girl, okay? Maybe if you had to type towards like ogres, you would find her more attractive, but for the most part, she's not like really that fucking chopped. However, with that being said, to say that all the men who don't find this girl attractive are just porn addicts who don't know how to like talk to women is absurd, because I'm sorry, look at this woman. Like I said before, I'm not gonna roast her too much, but when someone who looks like this comes onto the internet complaining about other people not being attractive and then saying that the people who don't find her attractive and making fun of her are only doing that because they're addicted to porn is fucking crazy. That is outlandish. Let's use our fucking thinking caps here, okay? The reason this girl is getting absolutely ripped to shreds is because she is not the right person to spread this message. Because like I said numerous times, she looks like this. And listen, okay, like I said before, this girl is very average looking. I don't think she's that fucking chopped. But when you come on social media and spread the message that an entire gender is chopped and you don't look great yourself, what the fuck do you expect? What are we kidding here? Like what? Like you have all of these creatures who identify as women who are coming to this girl's defense, but it's like, how do you not see the craziness here? Like, she made a fucking outlandish video. And I know what the comments are gonna say, like, oh, you're degrading this woman so much, you must think you're so attractive. First of all, no. Like I said before, I'm fucking chopped. But second of all, even if I wasn't, I would never come onto social media attacking an entire group of people, women specifically, saying that they're all fucking chopped just because I happen to not come across that many attractive women in my life. And even if I did, I would be ready to face the criticisms and comments that I get, because not only did I just insult an entire gender, I'm starting it. I'm the one I'm bringing this onto myself. No one told me to make that. No one told this girl to make this chop man epidemic video.
Facts, my brother. Talk yo shit. No one told her she had to make this video. So why are all these other chicks defending her? She initiated the PvP. She started the aggro, you know? She brought the attention of the horde onto herself. This was calculated, conscious, active plans where there were multiple times where she could have said no, she could have said otherwise, she could have walked away. But no, they always do it, and then they double down, and then they triple down, and then they even quadruple down. And then we get the 4 horsemen of Chopped that's coming out here to defend her. And like I said, one of them is already Lord Voldemort. And I've listened to what else she had to say. And basically, Lord Voldemort is just calling everyone who doesn't find the lady from the beginning attractive gooners. And she's like, tries to talk about anime people who like people that like anime are apparently like, you know, into little kid drawings and whatever, which is like, oh my gosh, it's I don't even know how to approach that or how to get into that. It's just another rabbit hole, and it's just another sign of you're just really not smart is the nicest way I'll say it.
And also, a lot of people tend to think that just because a bunch of women are coming to this girl's defense that she's not actually chopped and that everyone's just overreacting because they're offended. But it's like, no. Okay, here's the thing. This girl is a straight woman. She is trying to attract straight men. So guess who decides how attractive she is? Straight men. It doesn't matter if women find her pretty because she doesn't want the women. She is not trying to attract them. That is like me buying a super loud sports car, getting a bunch of compliments from dudes who also drive super loud sports cars, and then being like, yo, I get bitches now. Like, no motherfucker, you get oil changes twice a week and a bunch of new friends at car meet.
This really just goes to show how little my ability to pay attention is, because as I'm listening to her, as I'm listening to him, I forget, you know, this is all coming from the mouth of a lady who's commenting on the appearance of men, which means she is straight. She's not looking to attract other ladies. So why in the world are these other ladies defending her? Like, hello? Like, that's actually insane. This has to be projection, or either they are literally just trying to take attention from her onto themselves, because literally the guys are the ones who would decide who's attractive, right? Like, because clearly she's not gonna go up to a guy and say, hi, I think you're cute, here's my number, or something like that. And maybe she has, and this is why she's claiming there's a chopped man epidemic. I don't know. Has she ever tried? That's another question. Has she ever even tried asking out any of these so-called attractive dudes that she's claimed? Has she even tried to get with them? I don't know. I don't care. But really, it's just like, this just keeps leading into too many rabbit holes. Stay on topic. Anyways, I just really can't understand why are these ladies trying to defend her? Are they lesbians? Do they think hey, the thoughty mama said she's beautiful, right? So maybe she was trying to riz her up. I don't know. I'm just here to say it's not helping. You're really not making your stance look any better. So any chick that's trying to defend a straight chick who's commenting on dude appearances, you're either gay or you're a pick-me or a projection, which is also probably what a pick-me is. I don't know. What is a pick-me? Am I even using that word right?
But you guys are brain-rotted gooner freaks. And proving her point. You're proving her point. All you guys do is goon. You goon to weird-looking alien plastic surgery messed up-looking corn stars on Twitter, or freaky little anime characters that look like they're 5 years old, but actually, if my sister was reincarnated as a slime, the character is 14,000 years old, so technically she's over 18.
What the fuck did this girl just say? That's not even for, like, my argument. I was just watching the video and what the fuck? Wait, what?
Well, I hate what the fuck is she talking about? I'm right here with him. I'm genuinely confused. I really don't even know how to respond to that. Okay, I think I'm officially declaring her a pick-me. Because first of all, not only is she saying, you know, that Stella chick is correct and that she's pretty, which, as we've already gone over, beauty is just completely subjective. So the fact that she's trying to make it objective already shows how deep in the Kool-Aid she is. And then secondly, she really just named that shit, you know, she just name dropped it, like she just knows that by name. And thirdly, honestly, I really just hate that anime myself. I hate that time I got reincarnated as a slime. Fight me in the comments, it's a shitty anime. I fucking hate it. But the rest of the video, he later goes on to talk about and describe a situation where a guy had made fun of one of those delusional ladies, one of the chopped horsemen of the apocalypse. And basically, in response, he basically got harassed, like bot harassed by one of these ladies or something like that. So like they are that mad, and it just kind of helps me to believe that this really is just projection on top of like pick me and whatnot. Like they're just afraid that, you know, other people are going to wake up and I guess maybe see that these women are chopped, and so they have to strike first, you know. They got to tell you, no, you're chopped first, and they got to get ahead of the narrative and paint the seeds or spread the seeds that, you know, actually you're chopped. Actually, you're the predator. Actually, you know, they have to get ahead of the narrative first. They have to slander you. They have to paint you in a bad light first, okay? If they're not ahead of it, and if they can't control the narrative, then they're floundering, you know? Then they're screwed. And even when they do control the narrative in due time, it always backfires, and they're always looking to change the narrative again and shift the goalpost. It's a never-ending thing with these people, especially these ladies. The ladies are especially crazy. Like, I don't know, I haven't seen a guy that's this delusional and this confident in his opinion, in his appearance. Like, you just don't see it. You don't. But time and time again, you can see that these ladies will get on TikTok and record themselves, you know, crying, fake crying, trying to work up themselves crying, and just anything. So like, honestly, I think she's rage baiting, being a pick me, all the above. And I think, you know, it's kind of just dumb, but it's spilled onto YouTube. So like I said, my Sauron eye saw it, and I had to talk about it.
I'm being threatened. Let's talk about it. So 3 days ago, I made a video on the chopped man epidemic, okay? And I tastefully pointed out that the original creator has incredible manifestation skills, and I'm in awe of her skill and her prowess, right? Everybody thought it was funny, hee hee ha ha, like whatever, we move on. 2 days ago, this one woman didn't find it very funny, and she decided to make a video of my video. And in the beginning, she goes, "This man is chopped." And then I checked the source, and I was like, this is really funny. So I wanted to post another skincare video. So I take the beginning of her video where she says, "I'm chopped," and I use it as the intro to my skincare video, which I did over a Britney Spears song. Okay? Again, nothing negative has been said up to this point. Yesterday, I go check her profile after making my video. She's like, "I'm gonna find everybody that's coming to my page and commenting. I'm gonna find your high school. I'm gonna find where your college is. I'm gonna cancel you, blah, blah, blah," of course, right? Then this morning I wake up and I'm getting thousands of followers and I'm getting comments. And like usually I'll get like a couple hundred followers overnight, but like thousands is kind of crazy. I'm getting all these comments and they're all from these bot accounts. So I was like, there's no way. Somebody is so angry that they are trying to flood my account with bots to try to get me banned. That's how mad it is. So I take my account private. I'm trying to delete these accounts, like whatever. And I'm like getting worried. And then I get an email. You can pause to read it. Let's talk about what the email says. "You've built your platform on harassing women." Baby girl, my audience is mostly women. It's a majority women demographic, so that's funny. I mean, look at me. And then she goes, "I'm going to continue to bot your account. I'm going to continue to flood all of your socials, and I'm going to reach out to every modeling agency that you apply to, So they know exactly who they're working with. Baby girl, they know. I've been posting my modeling videos on my TikTok. Whatever. And the craziest thing is, right, is like, I thought I was jobless. Like, I thought I need a fucking job. No, bitch. You need a fucking job. You do. Whoever sent me that email, you need a fucking job. I've never seen it. And I understand job applications are tough. Okay, so I like to use Massive. Right? Massive's an AI. It cranks out hundreds of applications while you sleep. So every single day, regardless of who you are, you don't have to spend your time applying to jobs. Have Massive AI just do it for you. And yeah, follow for more tips. Remember, guys, people throw rocks at the trees that bears the most fruit. Okay, so people try to silence you, people try to judge you, people try to diminish you, but that just means you're doing something right.
And so that was the Hindu homie's take on the situation, or the homie Hindu. I really forgot his name and I'm mixing it up already. I'm so terrible. I'm sorry, but that was the homie's take on this situation and his experience on it all, and I got to agree with him there. Do not let these people bully you. That is the last thing you want to do, is let them bully you off of Brian, please work. Do not let them bully you. Do not let them silence your voice, because everyone should have a voice where, it's accepted, wanted. Even if it's unwanted, everyone should be able to have a voice. Free speech and all that jazz and whatever bullshit, yada yada. Just don't be a dick.